Some critics have stressed that the Biafra struggle is not a child's play and warns against misinformation that could mislead the people. Concerns are raised about the alleged recruitment of Boko Haram members into the Nigerian army and its impact on Biafra. They discusses allegations against an individual named Caterpillar, accused of embezzlement and making threats within the movement. The struggle is marred by divisions, with people choosing who to follow based on personal biases rather than facts. The Prime Minister of the Biafra movement is said to control what information is shared, advising followers to focus on what they need to know rather than seeking unnecessary details. Some internal matters of the movement have been exposed publicly, which is seen as dishonorable and harmful to the cause. They criticized people who let emotions dictate their actions instead of focusing on the goal of Biafra restoration. There are concerns that internal disputes and misinformation are slowing down the progress of the Biafra movement. They concludes with a plea for unity, urging members to stay focused, avoid distractions, and contribute to the movement's growth. I want to share with you a story that has been weighing heavily on my mind lately. It's a story about our struggle for a cause that is near and dear to all of us, and about the challenges we face from within our own ranks, as well as from those outside who seek to muddy the waters. I know that when I first heard the news, I felt a mix of determination and deep concern. You see, our fight for the restoration of Biafra is not a game that anyone can take lightly. It is not something for the faint-hearted or for those who treat it as a passing fancy. Instead, it is a serious endeavor, a struggle that requires our full commitment, careful planning, and the highest level of discipline. Over the past few weeks, I have noticed a growing sense of unease among our people. There have been murmurs of misinformation and allegations that are being spread around, causing divisions within our community. I remember sitting down with some friends and colleagues, discussing the reports that have been circulating. Some people are claiming that the Nigerian government is recruiting members of the notorious Boko Haram, an organization recognized as a terrorist group, into their national army. Now, as troubling as that sounds, it is not just the allegation that worries me, it is the way this news is being handled and the impact it might have on our collective spirit. One of the central issues that has come to light is the matter of internal trust and leadership within our movement. There have been serious allegations leveled against an individual who has been known by the nickname Caterpillar. According to some voices within our ranks, this person is accused of embezzling funds that were meant to support our cause and even making dangerous threats against members of our movement. I know that for many of us, hearing such claims feels like a stab in the back, a betrayal from within at a time when unity is absolutely essential. The controversy over Caterpillar is not just about one person. It represents a deeper problem that has been festering for a while now. It shows us that even among those who claim to be fighting for Biafra, personal interests and hidden agendas can sometimes take precedence over the shared goal of freedom and restoration. I recall one particular discussion where someone expressed frustration over how our struggle is being portrayed in the media. They said that the Biafra struggle is not child's play. It's a serious fight that demands unwavering focus and commitment. This person reminded us that our cause is too important to allow distractions, too precious to be tarnished by the petty squabbles and internal conflicts that are now emerging. The argument went on that every Biafran must see this update. Every individual must be aware of the latest developments if we are to stand united. And that update, which places Seaman Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu in the spotlight, has stirred emotions in ways that have made it difficult to distinguish between genuine concern and sensationalism. During one of the conversations I was part of, a familiar voice came through, full of passion and exasperation. The speaker complained about how, for example, we have been hearing that Nigerians are recruiting Boko Haram members into the army, a claim that was supposed to remain behind closed doors and not be broadcasted to the public. I remember him saying that the information, which was once a matter of internal discussion, has now been leaked for everyone to hear. He explained that this information was not meant for public consumption because it risks contaminating the minds of people who are already struggling with conflicting loyalties. He argued that this leak of sensitive information could cause irreparable harm, creating distrust and undermining our ability to fight for what we believe in. This discussion soon took a turn towards the accountability of our leadership. The Prime Minister of our Biafra movement, who has long been a trusted figure, has made it clear that he controls what information is disseminated. According to him, our focus should not be on every little detail or every rumor that surfaces, but rather on the essential facts that will help us achieve our goals. In his view, our energy should be directed toward the restoration of Biafra rather than getting bogged down by internal disputes and emotional outbursts. I found myself nodding along as he reminded us that while it's natural for emotions to run high in times of struggle, we must all strive to remain disciplined and grounded in truth. Yet despite these clear instructions, there has been a steady stream of public disclosures about internal matters. Disclosures that some of us believe are not only dishonorable but also actively harmful to the movement. I remember feeling a pang of sadness as I thought about the sacrifices many of us have made, only to see our internal struggles splashed across media outlets. It is a betrayal of the trust that is essential in any freedom fight. When personal biases and emotional responses take over, they can lead to a fragmentation of purpose. A situation where instead of working together, we end up splintering into factions, each convinced that their way is the only correct path. I recall one heated conversation where a question was raised. Is Caterpillar truly working with us? This question seemed to resonate deeply with many of us because it touches on the core of the matter, loyalty and trust. Some insisted that if someone is accused of such serious misconduct as embezzlement and issuing threats, then perhaps it is time for us to re-examine our ranks and decide who truly deserves to stand with us. Others argued that we should not be too hasty, insisting that every person has their own history, and that what matters most is whether they are willing to contribute to the struggle from this point forward. During this dialogue, a voice in the conversation expressed a firm belief that if someone deviates from the course that has been laid out by our Prime Minister, then they must be considered as no longer part of the movement. Either you are in or you are out, the speaker said, emphasizing that there is no room for those who merely stand by and watch from the sidelines while others do the hard work of fighting for our nation. This was a call to action, a reminder that our cause is one that demands total commitment. It was not enough to merely agree with the goals in theory. One had to be ready to put everything on the line and work tirelessly to see the dream of a restored Biafra become a reality. I have also heard accounts of heated debates where individuals argued about whether the government's actions were in line with our shared objectives. There were those who questioned the credibility of the information that had been leaked, wondering if it might be part of a larger strategy to destabilize our movement. They warned that if we allowed these internal disputes to dominate our attention, it would only serve to slow down the progress we have worked so hard to achieve. Instead of focusing on our enemy, some urged us to look inward, to resolve our differences, and to ensure that we are united in our pursuit of freedom. In the midst of these discussions, there were moments when I felt a deep sense of frustration. I recalled times when the debate over internal matters seemed to overshadow the very purpose of our struggle. Instead of concentrating on the long-term goal of Biafra restoration, some members were caught up in the minutiae of who was right and who was wrong. I have always believed that for our movement to succeed, we must not allow emotions to dictate our actions. It is not about who said what or who made a mistake in the past, but about how we move forward together, united by a shared vision and commitment. I remember a particular incident when someone mentioned that if our Prime Minister were to come forward and make a definitive statement about these issues, then we would all know exactly where we stand. The expectation was that when the leader says, "This is what you need to know," we should listen without question and follow the plan he has laid out. This sentiment, however, was met with mixed reactions. Some felt that blind obedience was not the answer, while others insisted that the strength of our movement depended on a clear and disciplined chain of command. This tension between the desire for independent thought and the need for unity is something I believe we must resolve if we are to truly honor the sacrifices that have brought us to this point. In one part of the discussion, someone recalled the early days of our struggle, when we were much more selective about who was allowed to join our ranks. Back then, we would not tolerate collaboration with those who did not share our commitment or who brought along baggage from previous affiliations. They argued that such compromises had no place in our movement, as they only served to weaken our resolve and distract us from the task at hand. It is this very commitment that is now being questioned, not only because of internal disagreements, but also because of the way in which sensitive information has been allowed to leak to the public. Every time that happens, it feels as if a piece of our collective strength is being eroded, and the gap between what we aspire to and what we are actually capable of achieving grows ever wider. Throughout all of this, I have tried to maintain a sense of perspective. I understand that in any movement as passionate as ours, disagreements and debates are inevitable. But what truly concerns me is when these disagreements start to affect the very foundation of our struggle, the trust and unity that we rely on to move forward. I have seen firsthand the impact that misinformation and internal discord can have on our morale. There are days when the barrage of conflicting reports and heated arguments makes me wonder if we are losing sight of what is most important. It is in these moments that I remind myself and others that our fight is bigger than any single person or internal dispute. Our fight is for the very soul of Biafra, for the hope of a future where our people can live free from oppression and fear. One of the things that has become increasingly clear is that the way information is managed within our movement is of paramount importance. I have listened to arguments that say the Prime Minister, who has often been our guiding light, deliberately controls the flow of information, not out of a desire for secrecy, but out of a necessity to keep our focus sharp. When sensitive topics are discussed publicly, they can lead to unnecessary conflicts and distractions that only serve the interests of our enemies. I understand this perspective, but I also worry that it might lead to an environment where questions are stifled and healthy debate is discouraged. After all, a movement that does not allow for open discussion runs the risk of becoming brittle and isolated from the very people it seeks to empower. In one particularly memorable exchange, a voice rose above the rest to challenge the status quo. This speaker reminded everyone that there is a difference between what we want to know and what we need to know. They argued that while emotions might drive us to seek out every piece of information, it is ultimately the truth that will guide us toward our goal. They urged us to ask ourselves not how we feel about a particular issue, but what the facts are, and how those facts fit into the larger picture of our struggle. This call for rationality and discipline resonated deeply with me, as it underscored the idea that our unity must be built on a foundation of truth and shared purpose, rather than on fleeting emotions or personal loyalties. The conversation then turned back to the individual known as Caterpillar. The discussion was both intense and personal, as people shared their own experiences and memories of the early days of the movement. Some recalled times when trust was paramount, and every contribution was seen as a vital part of the collective effort. Others were more skeptical, questioning whether someone with a checkered past could ever be fully trusted again. One of the speakers made a pointed remark about how everyone in our movement has a past, suggesting that if we were to start judging people solely on their histories, we might find ourselves excluding many who have valuable contributions to make. Yet there was also a clear sentiment that certain actions, especially those that involve the misappropriation of funds or the issuing of dangerous threats, should not be taken lightly. In the end, the debate over Caterpillar was less about the individual and more about the broader issue of accountability and integrity within our ranks. I found myself reflecting on how our movement has always been characterized by strong emotions and deep convictions. In many ways, it is our passion that has driven us this far. But as the saying goes, passion without discipline can lead to chaos. Our struggle for a restored Biafra demands not only our heart and soul, but also a level of strategic thinking and careful management of our internal affairs. I have come to realize that every time we allow unverified information or personal grievances to take center stage, we are not only undermining our own cause, but also giving our adversaries the opportunity to exploit our weaknesses. It is a delicate balance, maintaining the intensity of our commitment while also ensuring that we are guided by reason and a clear sense of purpose. There was another moment in the discussion when someone mentioned how the public exposure of internal issues is not just a minor inconvenience, but a real threat to our collective progress. The argument was that when sensitive information is leaked, it not only sows discord among us, but also provides ammunition for those who wish to discredit our movement. I remember thinking about how devastating it would be if every internal debate, every dispute, and every difference of opinion were to become public knowledge. The repercussions could be severe, leading to a loss of morale and a weakening of the solidarity that is so crucial in our fight. We must remember that while transparency is important, there is also wisdom in knowing when to hold information close and when to share it with the public. As I listened to these debates, I could not help but feel a deep sense of responsibility. I have always believed that every member of our community deserves to know the truth about what is happening, even if that truth is sometimes hard to accept. But I also believe that there is a right way to share information, one that does not compromise our security or our unity. That is why I have been urging my fellow Biafrans to look beyond the sensational headlines and to focus on what truly matters, our common goal of achieving a free and sovereign Biafra. We must be careful not to let personal biases or unverified rumors derail the larger movement that so many of us have dedicated our lives to.
Freedom fighting is not a child's play. Freedom fighting are we here in Africa, but then there's an issue at hand. Because obstacle in the media, obstacle outside, and this is something that contaminates the minds of people, of which all not well addressed. It will not go well with our people. Because now, for example, we have been complaining of how Nigerians are recruiting Boko Harams into the army and they are coming to do what they are doing. Now, in the public, which it was not supposed to come out in the public at all, but you know, we and you also confirm that no one harmful. We are not against it, but imago or the government yesterday or not here. Imago that is
the government agwarage no no ya ihe government agwarage wo that na he is not with us. Agwarage na awere oge ngwara anybody whenever no make any statement no with us.
No.
So what is the difference from here Nkuru and the government Ikuru?
From that case we already made expansion very well because now
hold on. How do you want us to expatiate it again? I have told you that there was a situation and the government also elaborated this yesterday. We have a situation, we have to find a resource to solve this problem. So what do you want to get again? How do you want us to come and sit down and start explaining to you? Then you will come and argue, and the other one will say no. Listen, bro, this is government. At first, why I came out to clear what I came out to clear was because so many people are asking questions. And I have said it here, I don't want anybody to call me on the phone to ask me any question about anybody, be it what Adadorama is saying. If you like what Adadorama is saying, good, I don't have problem with you. Love what she's saying, follow what she's saying, no problem. If it is left for everybody to believe what anybody is doing, you can believe what Ogechukwu with Sada Prawa is doing. I don't have problem with that. I have never come out to call, I have never called anybody before to tell anybody, don't follow Sada Prawa and don't go, or don't follow that. I don't do that. I don't have time to do that. And I will never do that. I believe that everybody is disciplined, or everybody have their own mind of understanding. There are people that want to hear some particular thing. If you don't tell them that thing, they have already been made up inside them to hear, they will not be satisfied. There are people that are open to hear the truth. When you tell them the truth, they take it and move on. Now, there are this question: is Caterpillar truly working with you? By the way, I want to ask a question as well. What is wrong with Caterpillar? Is Caterpillar a terrorist? What did Caterpillar do?
From the exposition the PM made as at that time, we are meant to understand that Caterpillar embezzled the money given to him. That's what PM made us to understand. And from what Adedorama exposed that time, that we had conversation on how he said Caterpillar was the bossing of those he has killed, how he's looking for our prime minister's head, things like that. That's the only thing I can say.
You have conversation of how Caterpillar said this
with her.
With her.
Yeah.
Okay, can I have the conversation?
Well, I cannot tell you about for it now.
Right? He published the conversation, right?
No, in his program, in her program. I don't have it in my own.
Well, hold on. She published it in her program, right?
Yeah, her program, yeah.
Now, and in the program, what is his name? The man said he wants Obato BS head.
Right? Yes.
You are sure it's what the man said, right?
That is to say, he's planning to eliminate. He said he's going to eliminate him.
From where?
From Adedorama's program. She exposed
no. The person we are talking about is in Biafran land, right?
Yes.
And he's planning to eliminate Obato BS.
When we say eliminate somebody, when we talk about eliminating someone, eliminating everything he's doing, including those people fighting with him.
Okay. Let's assume that means, in other words, what is his name? Caterpillar fought against Biafra, right?
Yeah, that's what he said. I don't know.
Now, you don't know. Okay, now, do you know how many Biafran soldiers that fought against PM before they came back?
Like I said, it was Ugo 247. I'm not against him coming back.
No. I understand. I'm not asking you directly. As I'm asking this question, I am talking to every Biafran. You see, one thing I want everybody to know is this: if everybody want to know the sins of Caterpillar, you should also want to know the sins of Ugo 247. You should also want to know the sins of Adadorama. You should also want to know the sins of Buduzo. You should also want to know the sins of everybody. And then, when you know everybody's yesterday, because like I told you, everybody today is still ranting from 2021. I want you to ask yourself, where are they? All these people you see today coming to tell you, But we cannot work with the caterpillar. Don't send him to him. Some people even call me on the phone and say, why will he be sent to a harmful to stop the killing? Is he the only soldier? Who are these people? You don't know them. What have these people contributed? Nothing. So what I want us to know is this. Everybody have their yesterdays. And if we listen to Prime Minister often, Prime Minister will tell you, we don't have permanent enemy, we don't have permanent friend. Ugo today, in this Biafran restoration, Ugo today might be saying something that is good, working for the government. Tomorrow morning, Ugo might change. When Ugo change, he will no longer be that good friend to the government of Biafran restoration. And Ugo today might be fighting against this Biafra. Tomorrow morning, Ugo might change and come to join this Biafra to fight. Listen, this Biafra we are fighting for is not something we say, now we, if na say now we. I don't know if you were here in 2021. When I was here alone with the Gaddafi and the Mazda Congo, we wouldn't have allowed people to come in. We wouldn't have allowed those that collaborated and fought against Obatobia to come in. We fought, I single-handedly was the head, about the media, but I allowed others to come in. Even those that don't believe in Obatobia, we convinced them to come in. So how do you want to tell me you are looking for a Biafran where somebody that is repented will not come in? A Biafran, not that the person is still evil. I'm not telling you, by the way, I'm not telling you, I am not defense, I am not in the defense. The defense was there yesterday, and the defense have answered the questions they answered. That's not my business. But I want to I'm not telling you that what is his name? Caterpillar is part of the government. I have not seen Caterpillar as part of the government. What I responded last week was the response I have, and that is the only response I still have. If Caterpillar is joining the government, I don't know about it. So what I'm saying is this: if anybody is telling you anything, ask yourself, what has this person told me yesterday that is true? Let us not be carried away by emotion. What have this person told you yesterday that is true? And by the way, another thing, are we supposed to come out and discuss this government outside?
No.
Now, is it only about Caterpillar that Adadorame is discussing outside? She says so many things from the government because she was in the government. Does that show a good representative of a good Biafran representative? Who is representing then? This is why I tell Biafrans that it's not about what you want to know. It's about what you need to know. Our Prime Minister will always tell us that he will tell us what he wants us to know. Excuse me. He will give us what we need to work with. Even in media, while we were when our Prime Minister, he will tell us sometimes, don't talk about this. Or sometimes we might be talking about something, he will say, enough. Today is the fact. Don't ever talk about this again. That is how media works. But when Prime Minister say, don't talk about this, and you continue to talk about that, do you have respect for him?
No.
All these things going on today. If our Prime Minister is here now and decide to bring what is his name, Caterpillar, and say Caterpillar is part of this government, will anybody say no? He will not work with us. So what is the problem? If our Prime Minister recognized Dr. Ngozi Orabueze and he said that follow her, she's my surrogate, why won't you trust her? That's why I will always tell people this thing is just two ways. It's either you are in or you are out. You cannot tell me I want to stand by the side and watch you. I am seeing what you're doing. No, you are lying. And you cannot condemn what this government is doing to restore Biafra without bringing solution. We have heard that Biafra, that Obatobia have been abandoned. Have you not heard that? We have heard that he has been abandoned. Nobody cares about him again. We have heard that Biafrans have been abandoned. What kind of news are those news? Those are not the kind of news we should be hearing, because they are lies. So I just want to make this program today, because after today, if anybody asks me anything about this, I might fight that person anyhow, anyway. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth, because nobody should be asking me about it. Even if I am defense minister, you don't have to come and ask me to tell you how many soldiers I have, how much do they eat in a month, and then who am I bringing in and who am I sending out? It's not
like I said, those things are not supposed to come out to the public, but we are discussing this now because it came out.
Exactly.
And apart from that, it came out from somebody who we consider part of us.
Then if that person we consider part of us should bring this kind of out, what do you see about that person? How do you see that person? Respectable, honorable person, or non-respectable or honorable person? Be sincere.
To be sincere, it is a dishonor to even the Prime Minister himself.
Okay. That is a problem we have. But people are seeing it as, hey, this is the best thing. You are doing the very good thing.
It is because many people, let me say, people are being told what they want to hear, not what they need to hear.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Now you know. Now you know. And I want you to know something. I have some audio that people have been sending me. What is being generated, who is telling this, who is telling that. Let me tell you the truth. Like I said before, if you are not bold enough to come here the way you came in now, and they talk the way you are talking, and then maybe ask questions and the reason, bro, you are nobody. Because one problem with us is that we believe that whoever speaks Igbo fluently is an Igbo person. Who are these people behind audios telling you you are doing good? Ugo 247 is Igbo. Ugo Database is wicked. They will tell you how to do. Who are they? Do you know them? You do know them. Because they speak Igbo to you, you believe they are really Igbo. And besides, Hope Uzodinma, Soludo, what is his name? The short one in Enugu, are they not Igbo? They are Igbos. So how do you want to know, or how do you find out that people like this are the ones engineering you? The truth is that nobody should bring out anything that should not be brought out in the public. There's a musician that used to say, if you want to fight me, I love it. You come out openly. I've told Biafra United, any day you come out to use anything to dissect or to analyze that say contrary to this government, I'm taking you against, I'm taking you to be one of those against, and I will fight you the same way I am fighting those against this government. I told him, and I'm waiting for him. So that I'm not paint anybody. I know look face, because in this Biafra restoration, what did I know now? Biafra I know. If you know be Biafra, I know be nothing again. So I don't know if you want to say anything you say, but my own is that I still stand on what I said that day, and I thank God that was the sentence the defense said yesterday, and the defense made it clear that they don't know where people are getting the information from. Defense did not tell you that they are working with whoever. I've forgotten his name. Defense never told us that I had Caterpillar. They are working with him. The only problem we as human beings have, is that if me, Ugo 247, come out today, maybe I'm no longer working with this government, and I start telling you that everything this government has been telling you are lies, you believe me. But it is left for you to be reasonable enough to know and think, is Ugo 247 telling you the truth? If this government has come this far, done this, how is Ugo 247 telling me that everything the government is telling me is a lie? But I have sponsored a bill. You can see it is left for me to decide. But some people do not want to reason. They do not want to even believe or listen to you, not even talk of to reason. That's our problem. If you want to say anything, you say.
Well, there's nothing more to say. Let me leave the stage for others who might want to come in. Thank you very much for giving me this audience. Also, if possible, I would like to belong to the group in Spain. So,
group in Spain?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll find the number. Let me give you the number. Spanish rep. Spanish rep. Hold on. Let me bring it now. Okay, I will send it to you. Okay, I'll paste it here, and I will still let me paste it here. In case you don't get it, I'll be sending it to you through private chat.
Okay.
I sent it through private chat. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
So that is the number.
Okay.
He's a Spanish rep. If you call him, he will attend to you.
Okay. I just want to belong to the group so that in case of type of duration, I can be able to also do my small part.
Okay. That's awesome. Thank you so much for coming out to join the Spanish family. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir.
And thank you for your understanding, because it's not everybody. Some people will enter here and start ranting and shouting. They will not even want to listen. I appreciate.
Thank you very much, sir.
Mazi.
Okay.
Shady, you're welcome.
Mazi, good afternoon.
Mazi, you're welcome.
It has been long. How is work?
Well, thank God, though.
My brother, I just came into your studio to give you a word of encouragement that this headache that they just put on since getting to 2 weeks now, they just make you to leave the line of program and start telling people something that we have passed again. Is a kind of like the other day I was in a Chooks survivor program. The same thing I said, that some people came to this struggle with emotion. They don't do struggle with emotion. You understand? They don't do struggle with emotion. If you want to come out for a struggle, try to be strong. You understand? Because okay, now all this while that we have been dragging with the other side of our people, instead of we moving forward, we are still dragging with them. Had it been these 3 months now that we have been roaming around, that these people did not bring this katakata, can't we know where we are now?
Of course.
Can't we know where we are now? Okay, the same thing now. Okay, look at now. There's one thing I used to tell people. There is a kind of I too know that you will be doing, but you don't know that I too know is bringing you down. Because it's not everything that you will say that you are saying the truth, you are saying the truth. Why you know that truth is not anywhere to come around what you are saying. You are saying the truth. Some people are like that. Okay, how can you tell me why? Okay, let me use an example of this village meetings that we are in various places, why do they have executive? Is executive, is it everything that executive discuss that the floor we know? In the you that is the village meeting, not to take of a nation. That you know that military is the key holder of any nation. That if your military is not strong, the enemies will penetrate, and they want everything to be jamboree. That is not how to do something. So, my brother, like I like what you said. You said after today that you will not do this program. Please let them not draw you back, because you leave what you're supposed to be analyzing for us now, and you are still telling us something that we have passed in the past. Okay, tell me, there is this program. Okay, had you been that our Obatobie is on seat, and give somebody suspension, that person will come out and be telling Simon Ekpa, you must come and tell Biafran what I did to do. Is it done? How many people will do it? It's just because let's talk that we can talk. There are some certain things we don't need to be saying vocally like that. You understand? Because all these things that we that are struggling, putting our resources, doing everything to bring this Biafra. Okay, so tomorrow, if we bring this Biafra now, all these people, you quench them at Bini or at Ore, that they will not come into Biafra land.
Okay. It's good you know now. It's good you are getting the message. Are you going to chase anybody away?
That is what I'm trying to, because okay, like in this my island I am now today, there's one man I used to talk with him every day, this discussion of this Biafra. But when this issue of Finland declaration came out, that immediately you people came back, this thing busted. The man, up to today now, is not talking to me again, because I say I supported the COS. Do you understand? So why must some people will not be reasonable enough to know their left and right? Do you understand me? Why must people not understand their left and the right? Because it's giving me a kind of headache that we leave what we're supposed to be doing as a new nation, trying to put things in order, and we are on a social media talking from this to that. All these things that we are hearing, all of them are not making sense to me. That is why I put it. Okay, now, I have something to ask. I send a message to information minister. I wanted to call, but I didn't have your number. I said, okay, let me send a message to information minister. Since that she said that anything you want, call on her. I sent the message immediately. She replied me. You understand? She replied me, because as we are now in this island now, the other our rep go with the other people. Do you understand? So we try to organize ourselves to have our own rep. You understand? So even this Benny called me in order for him to forward my name to DP. I say no, that I'm just new in Ireland, that I can't do it for now. I don't have that kind of capacity for now. I know what it takes. You understand? So we bring out somebody that have been in struggle for long. I called him and say, bring this so that Ireland name will not be in vain. The man agreed. Okay, now since then we have been pushing for DPM to publish her name so that people will know where to go, because we are few. We are just about 5 or 6 now, starting to organize ourselves. You understand me? So my brother, this struggle is not something that somebody will just...
You should give me your number, or give the information secretary your number to forward to me, so I will be publishing it as well, so that people will be seeing it.
No, it's not my number. It's that person's number. The man I published. I gave information minister the name. But at this meeting I had with the man yesterday, he said that because we have they have created a forum for us from European rep. You understand?
Yeah.
We have a forum now, so we are getting small. We are gathering people small. You understand? So my brother, this thing that is happening now, and is making me to okay, like the other day. I don't want to be calling them, but let me call this name. Like the other day, I was listening to what Remiju said. All these things are lie, but immediately you come out and debunk it. Later he was begging. What must you be?
He begged.
Later, although I stopped listening to his broker because somebody called me and said that he's begging. You understand?
Because he was crying that I am attacking him. I don't know how I attacked him, so I went and brought out the
original
news, and he still came back and told people that I am deceiving them. I don't want to show them the real news. So I don't know if after that one he came back to bring.
Somebody was telling me that I can't say for sure, because anybody that is deviating from what I expected, I go out from that person. If it is only you and Ben shoes I'm washing, I'm okay. Do you understand me? So some people should not be coming out because you have platform and be dishing out information that is not real. It's bringing problem to us. Do you understand? So that is,
you know what I don't know, why that Remedios program, I don't know about it. How one woman, an old woman, called me, was crying. Imagine your grandmother calling you, crying bitterly. You know, I felt like, I said, what? She was the one that sent me the program, and I listened. I said, no, now this is an old program. I have to go and find the news and brought it up. So it's not about what you say, it's about what it will cause. The havoc. People are dying because of the attack. That's my own concern. Yes. This is why these people you see blogging today, sometimes they will come and tell you that Ugo 247 is dead. Imagine what my mother will feel when she heard that I'm dead. So we don't consider all these kind of things.
Okay, like this ID card of a thing we are doing now. Are you telling me that how will you know that this person is supporting, or this person, that does it mean that anybody that meet up with the criteria of having that ID card, you will deny the person the ID card? Okay. Will you deny the person the ID card that is not a Biafran? So some people should listen to what they are. Although some people do follow person because of emotion. I don't follow somebody because of emotion. You understand? I don't follow somebody because of emotion. If you deviate from me, I deviate from you, because normally before there's no person I follow like Ajere, but immediately he deviated. I wrote out from his channel. I don't know what
I beg settle the person that is disturbing you there. Give him what you
no problem. No problem.
Thank you so much. Mazi Shiks, Christian, you're welcome back. And they were long time. Happy New Year.
Yes, you know.
I hope you are good.
Nah, man, yeah, of course. Yeah, we thank God we are still kicking, huh? So it's been a long time, because things changed, and your program also changed. Everything changed, but that is life. Everything is subject to change in life, you know. But this brother Mars, Troop Survival, yeah. Yeah, I've been there many times, not a couple of times, almost regularly, but for some time now, like a week or two, I've not been able. Today I was going to come, but my program changed again. So when I just saw you, I said, oh, okay, because you also your program changed. Can you agree to that?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So I think we have a new sheriff or new government in town, so everything changed. But that's fine. It's all part of life, part of the movement. So, but anyway, you're okay, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Thank goodness. Well, I will just say a few things because all this whole katakata stuff, it's been going on for like, well, since ever the redeclaration, and it is what it is. What can you do? You just have to. If you are somebody that uses you are you will kind of see will say keke sekuya will say guage exactly something of that nature because for somebody like Van is somebody that we initially we speak very regularly and I was always following but then it turns out that I just got fed up. I tried to speak with him too directly because I'm a very direct person. I just tell it like it is. But again, what can you do? If people choose their path, there's little or nothing you can do about it. You just pray that because the thing is, well, like as it is now, the only thing I can say to Biafrans, wherever you are, home or abroad, is that I will suggest that I will just advise if anybody cares to hear that there's no Biafran as it is now, or should I say, aside Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa, there's nobody better position. That is the underlying word than Dr. Ngozi Oraboze to move this movement forward. That is my observation, and it took me time to figure it out. And yeah, usually it takes time too because I will remember when Onyendo Mazin and Kanu had problems too, and Simon came on the scene. It took time too because there was fighting. He left, right. So the enemies they fought him like hell. But at the end, he prevailed. Even though the situation now is not palatable, but at the same time, he really, he won the hearts and mind of Biafrans. But it takes time. So, but it's complicated. I can only just say that look, Biafran should give their support to Dr. Ngozi Oraboze because she's better positioned to, yeah, seriously, it's sad when I hear certain things. Like, I think the last time I listened to Bam Bam Bam, I was so I was unimpressed. If you see another but I think it's very disappointing. Apart from so many other ones, but when he made the comment that nobody can push me out, that he has sacrificed this and that, I said, what? You don't do that. It's not your company. It's not a personal business. If the government has taken a different shape, so it's either you fall in, support the government, or you stay aside, but don't come to try to destroy it. And more so, you are not in the right place. Think I'm more now. I won't come up and say I want to lead this or lead that because deep down in my heart, I know that I am not better positioned to do that. But my priority, my ultimate goal is the actualization of Java. Nothing comes in between. Not even all the money in the world comes in between. So this is sometimes what most of our people don't realize. It becomes so personal, like they feel like you are at the point of no return. No, there's nobody that is indispensable. Absolutely nobody is indispensable. This movement is being driven by Chukwu Kabiyama himself. So therefore, nobody is indispensable. If you think you have become all and all, God has a way of doing his thing. But most people don't know. That's why they take it so much and what is all that childish and it's so
I beg.
nothing. If I could not believe myself, you know. I was so disappointed. I was really
Can you go to Mazi Nwachukwu Mike before because when up to 10 minutes more.
okay. Well, yeah, knock. Okay, go. Mazi choose survival. Usually on hours, eh?
Yeah, I will come back this evening. And when I come back this evening, I will stay hours.
Udodi,
Yeah,
Udodi.
I started very late.
Yeah. Udodi. Anytime I order, we will make one contribution. Because every effort goes a long way. Thank you so much.
It's okay. Ndewo, thank you so much. I'm appreciate. Oh, I go. Mazi Nwachukwu, you're welcome.
Yeah, Mazigo, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Mazi.
Well, because of your time, I don't know, because sometimes I don't know if people really understand what security or how security is in a nation. Most people, the problem now we have with our people, even those who tell us that they are part of the government, they are helping the government, they are bringing the government down. That's what they call to declassify information. There are information how the USB will tackle this thing. This is problem when I want you to know is what you will know.
God bless you.
But now people are knowing that they are misusing the information. They are misusing the opportunity given to them to be part of a government, of such big government. Now they are using this advantage to try to bring the government. So we listen every even that my brother who spoke right now about Mazo Zonwachukwu, the new island rep. But then
okay.
Yeah, it's me, yeah. My name, I refuse. Benny, no, I've given already. I say no, everybody is a long time. So, but then having said that, you are doing a great job and I will listen to everybody. I don't know how people cannot figure out the truth. Someone like my age now, that no security, there are things you begin to say, I know you are off the target. I have said that there are things you, even in a government setting, the moment you bring that thing out, authorizing you to do that, you are out. I love what you are doing. You don't know how security works. You can use anybody to what you're looking for. People in the this on everywhere, YouTube. Oh, our people are finished. Oh, if Obato, but all Obato handed somebody something, our Dr. Ngozo has the things in his hands. He can use any result. I don't know this person. We don't want to be talking about him. Begin to tell you those who have offended. Begin. Most of them talking now will shut up. Most of them, what is it not Sonny Dam and group are messing up now? Are they not part of? Are they not ministers? The damage they are doing, we know them, but this to know him, we have not even. We are hiding his name for the first time. What of them that we know, we see every day with Obatobie. So where are we going to indict them now? Is it in IC? Let me not take your time. I just came in. I saw that my brother Kingsley Membis, because he's with us. As I started coming, I'm not always heard, but my voice is being heard. Thank you, Hugo.
Yeah, okay, maybe through the information minister or secretary, through the information secretary, try and forward me your your contact, so I will publish it here as well, so that people will be seen, and for those that will want to join, will know and join you.
Yeah. Okay, the European rep contacted me. I think he have been sorted. So when the thing come up, I will let you know. Then you can be putting it the way it's moving on the screen here.
It's okay. It's okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Christian, Christian, I have to go. I don't know if you want to say anything, because I have less than 2 minutes to go.
Well, do you know what time you'll be coming back again?
No, this evening for sure I will be here, and I will be here for a very long time.
I said, do you know the time you'll be coming?
Me?
Yes.
Probably, let's see. I'm trying to see if I can come back 2 times today. Or maybe, I don't know. But I know that from between 3-4 p.m. Biafran time, I will try and come live. I must be live.
All right. If you do, then yeah, if it's within that time frame, I will come in again. Okay.
It's okay.
All right. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
I must say I appreciate everybody, and I believe everybody understood me. We have been this madness, we have treated it enough. It is left for anybody to believe what they want to believe, and we cannot continue discussing government secrets outside. And anybody that want to continue discussing the secret of government outside should continue. I don't have a problem with you. But the truth is this: make sure you are believing the truth. Whatever you are doing, make sure you are doing it, so that if Obatobie appears now as we are talking, he will say, thank you, you have represented me well. Because our problem is that we don't even go to the point of remembering that Obatobie might join us any moment. He is not dead. He is not in prison. He has not been in prison. He has not been sentenced. He has not been sentenced. He has not been charged with anything. Even he has not been even charged with insulting anybody. So we should be very careful. We should be very careful. So, Biafrans, I must say thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.
This is the end of our news update. Please click the icon on the top right corner of your screen to watch my next video. You will enjoy it. I will see you again in my next update. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye for now.